Food, accommodations, amenities, they all cost money. And it's a fact of life that if your job doesn't pay enough to cover your expenses, you're going to come up short at the end of the month.
And we have to work 12 hours a day, taking care of 3 children and a house. And what we get after taxes is $1,462.
Still makes more than
$0.39
And he's a net.
Okay.
Now I'm broke.
Okay, well.
It's a real reality check, and our whole point here today is to try to instill in them the concept of making choices now that are going to help you to do that kind of budgeting in the future once you're in the workforce.
The Classroom Exercise is a program presented by Junior Achievement, a nonprofit group committed to teaching financial literacy and entrepreneurship. And the exercise itself really is a wake-up call, having the students create budgets for the lifestyle they imagine having in a few years, and then randomly drawing jobs and paychecks to try and cover their expenses.
Well, we only make $1,462 a month. And I need $1,900 a month for like what I worked out to live. So I guess I got to get a better job.
5 people. So how many people do not have enough money based on the jobs that we gave you in order to cover your monthly expenses?
I need loans.
The kids are incredible. I'm really pleased with how quickly they've grasped the concepts and how enthusiastically they jump into the whole budget planning part and figuring out how they can make their paycheck stretch from one month to the next by perhaps cutting out some costs or getting a second job and all those sorts of things.
It's kind of weird that you have to think about you're not at home anymore and you have to think about your expenses and how much you can spend. You can't just open up your fridge and eat what you want.
Kind of doing okay.
And if you're thinking that this lesson might be the single most important one taught in high school, well, you're not alone.
It's absolutely essential. I mean, what I'm hearing more and more is the teachers who are in the classrooms wish that they had it when they were in school themselves. And I hear that from so many people when they ask me what they do is like, do you have programs for adults too?
I think when I was these kids' age, nobody ever mentioned the word resume, and maybe they didn't even exist. Nowadays, everybody has to have a resume. They have to know how to make it. They have to know how to send it by email. They have to know how to apply for jobs online, do all the research. It's really more difficult for them now than it was before.
And so go down the list and check off the things. Check off the skills that you
We've
have.
missed out a great deal of people having that ability to learn about financial literacy and work readiness programs. We didn't learn those things till much later on in life, and then what ends up happening is that we get behind the 8 ball. These kids are in front of it.
I did my math wrong, but I'm still over.
That's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of makes you think about the future, what you're going to have to do when you get out of school. Yeah.
Junior Achievement has been operating in British Columbia since 1955 with a single stated purpose: to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. For more information, visit their website at jabc.org. In Port Alberni, I'm Nancy Wilmot.